The laugh in the chamber, the Galactic Council Hall, was the largest building in the galaxy. It floated above a peaceful planet, shining with light and protected by hundreds of warships. Inside, leaders of every known alien race sat in high seats, speaking in strange voices, discussing galactic matters. But today was different. A human stood at the center of the hall. He wore a simple black suit, no armor, no weapons, just calm eyes and a small device in his hand. His name was Ambassador Kellen Voss, and he came from Earth, a planet most council members barely respected. "I bring a warning," Kellen said, his voice clear. "There is a threat near our solar system. Unknown ships, unknown energy. We need support. We also demand fair voting rights in this council. Earth has earned its seat." For a moment, silence, then laughter. Deep, mocking laughter echoed from the high seats. A tall, snake-like alien known as Senator Zircol leaned forward, smiling wide. "You demand?" Zircol hissed. "Earth is still a baby planet. You can't even fly outside your own system without falling apart. And now you want power? You want respect?" More laughter followed. Other council members joined in. Some even clapped their hands or tails. Kellen stood still. He didn't smile. He didn't move. Senator Grox, a thick-skinned reptilian from the Volari Empire, added, "Your kind barely survived your own wars. And now you want to stick with us? You're a joke." "Your background noise." Kellen slowly raised the device in his hand. It glowed blue for a second. Then he said only one word, "Understood." He turned around and walked out. The laughter continued behind him. But one alien counselor, Vera, from the neutral Ellerin species, watched him closely. She didn't laugh. She felt something strange. In her chest, something cold. 4 hours later, Deep Space Border Station A border. Station controlled by the Jernuk Empire went silent. No distress signal, no explosion, just silence. A ship nearby only recorded a faint flash of blue light before the station vanished from radar. The Jernuk Council blamed pirates. But pirates don't usually leave behind nothing. Then it happened. Again, 2 more stations disappeared within 24 hours each, closer to Earth's system. Still, no one believed Earth could do this. Back in the Galactic Council, news spread quickly. The laughter had stopped. Urgent voices filled the chambers. "What's happening near Earth's zone? Who's attacking? Are we at war?" No one had answers. The council called an emergency session. Kellen was invited back. He arrived quietly. Senator Zircol didn't laugh this time. His eyes narrowed. "Do you know what's going on, human?" Kellen placed the same device on the table. "The council ignored our warning. Earth will now defend itself. We will not ask again." Senator Grox slammed his fist. "Are you threatening us?" Kellen looked up, his face calm. "You mocked Earth. You ignored Earth. But now, the galaxy will listen." After the meeting, Private Transmission Counselor Vera sent a secret message to her homeworld. This human is not like the others. He didn't show anger. He didn't shout. He said one word and walked out. "Now, things are disappearing near Earth. I don't believe in coincidences anymore. Something is coming, and I don't think we're ready." Asterisk the Blackout Protocol 3. Days passed. The galaxy felt different now. Cold, quiet. 5 star systems near Earth's zone had lost all communication. No signals, no distress calls, no survivors. Ships sent to investigate never returned. The Galactic Council was no longer laughing. Inside the main chamber, the council held a closed meeting. No visitors, no cameras. "This is war," growled Senator Grox. "It has to be." "No known power has that kind of stealth," replied Counselor Vera. "No weapon leaves that kind of silence." The room fell quiet as Ambassador Kellen Voss entered again this time, without invitation. "I told you," he said, calm as before. "Earth gave its warning. You chose to ignore it." Senator Zirkal stood, his voice sharp. "What is the blackout protocol? We intercepted a transmission from Earth's deep systems. What is it?" Kellen placed another device on the table. "It is Earth's final policy," he said. "No more votes. No more begging. No more asking." The device beeped once and projected a map. It showed the galaxy, with red lines cutting across Council territory. They weren't battle lines. They were target zones. Then Kellen looked around the room. "We learned something from you," he said. "While you laughed, we listened. While you mocked, we prepared." Elsewhere, planet Tyres's Prime A high-tech planet, home to one of the Council's richest families, suddenly lost power. Everything, lights, shields, ships, stopped working. Then the satellites fell from orbit. No explosions. Just collapsed. Their AI systems, worth trillions, were erased in 4 seconds. On the walls of their control room, a message appeared in red. "The blackout has begun." Back in the Council, panic filled the chamber. Senator Grox barked, "You have no right. You don't have the strength." Kellen turned to him slowly. Strength was never the issue. Silence was. Councilor Vera stepped forward. "Ambassador Voss, what do you want?" Kellen paused. "We don't want seats," he said. "We want memory." "Memory?" she asked. "Yes," he replied. "So the galaxy remembers what happens when Earth is mocked." Then he walked out again. Meanwhile, Earth Command Center hidden deep under the Atlantic Ocean. Earth's leaders sat in a quiet room. Holograms showed the spread of the blackout protocol. No ships launched. No weapons fired. Just code Earth's new weapon. A digital force strong enough to erase power grids, confuse AI, blind enemy fleets, and crash advanced systems. The program's name, Project Silence. "Phase 2 begins in 12 hours, said the commander. The general nodded. "No more noise. Let them fear the quiet." Signals from the void far beyond the edge of Council space. A patrol ship floated near the ruins of Station Delta 4. It was one of the many outposts that vanished after Earth's warning. The crew was nervous. This was deep space. Quiet. Too quiet. They scanned the area. Nothing. No signs of attack. No remains. Just silence. Then, static. A weak signal buzzed through their combs. Faint. Broken. The technician leaned closer, adjusting the frequency. "It's a message." The captain narrowed his eyes. "From where?" "Unknown origin, but it's human, barely readable. Only one sentence." The static cleared for a moment. A voice whispering, shaky, broken. "They're not the same anymore. Earth is not what we thought." Then silence. Returned. At the Council HQ, the message reached the Galactic Council minutes later. No one could trace its origin. It had traveled through dead systems, bounced off rogue satellites, and carried strange energy signatures. Councilor Vera stood frozen as she replayed the message. "They're not the same anymore. What does it mean?" Asked one senator. Ambassador Kellen Voss was already there, watching. "It means evolution," he said quietly. "While you grew proud, we grew ready." Senator Zirkal's tail twitched. "Are you saying Earth has changed its biology?" Kellen didn't answer, but a strange look passed across his face. Cold, focused. Planet Raxion research report. Deep within Raxion's labs, alien scientists studied fragments collected from the blackout zones. What they found shocked them. Tiny drones, no bigger than dust, had fused with metal, circuits, even organic matter. These weren't machines. They were something new, part AI, part biological. self-repairing. Adaptive. A scientist whispered, "These aren't tools. They're evolution." Earth didn't build weapons. Earth became the weapon. Meanwhile, a new discovery, a civilian freighter drifting through an empty zone, picked up a strange object. It looked like a small black cube. They brought it on board. Within minutes, the ship's lights flickered. Systems glitched. Crew members began to scream. The last broadcast from the freighter was a voice calm and human. "You took our peace. Now we take your silence." Then the ship vanished from radar. No wreckage. No trail. Just absence. Back at Earth Command, deep beneath the ocean, Earth's AI system, Vanta, processed incoming signals. "Phase 3 is ready," the AI said. General looked at the screen. "Begin." A single command was sent through dark space. Not to destroy, to erase. Asterisk. The Phantom Armada high, above the green world of Sanjura, one of the Galactic Council's oldest planets. Something impossible happened. Dozens of unidentified ships appeared in orbit. They made no sound. They gave no warning. They didn't fire. A single shot. They just appeared. From the ground, citizens looked up in fear. The sky was full of massive dark shapes, silent, still, and completely invisible to radar. Only their shadows moved. The Council's defense systems didn't respond. The orbital satellites didn't even detect them. Only eyes could see them. One brave captain tried to scan the nearest ship. His screen went black. Then a message appeared. "Observation complete. You may continue." Inside the council chambers. Returned. How are they cloaked from our systems? Why didn't they attack? Are they warning us or watching us? The silence made it worse. Ambassador Kellen Voss walked into the chamber, as calm as ever. He wore a new badge. A single black circle with a silver dot in the center, the symbol of Project Silence. "You've seen the fleet," he said. "But that's not Earth's greatest weapon." Senator Grox shouted. "Then what is?" Kellen looked around, his voice like ice. "Your fear." Planet Sanjura -14 hours later, without a shot being fired, the planet shut down half its defense systems. Some said it was to conserve power. Others whispered it was out of fear. Council citizens protested. How can ships just appear like ghosts? Why can't we track them? Why is Earth doing this? But Earth said nothing. The ships remained. In orbit, silent, for one full day. Then they disappeared, vanishing into the void like smoke. No trace. No sign. No explanation. Alien broadcast. Unknown source. A strange broadcast. Reached neutral systems. It showed a council meeting secretly. Recorded years ago. In it, members laughed at Earth's request for water aid during a drought. The footage was real. Now the galaxy saw it. Billions of aliens who once mocked humans now looked at their own. Leaders with shame. Some even began calling Earth the silent judge. At Earth Command inside the command center, the general watched. The footage spread. "Phase 4 is working," the AI Vanta said. "Truth spreads faster than fire." He nodded. "We don't need to destroy them. We just need to show them who they are." Then he turned toward the map. New systems were joining Earth's side, quietly, secretly. No guns. Just silence and exposure. Meanwhile, a Council spy ship, one elite spy ship from the Council, tried to sneak into Earth's orbit. It never returned. Instead, a recorded message was delivered to every Council member. Mockery has a price. This is the silence you gave us returned. And attached to the message was the last image from the spy ship. It showed Earth, calm, blue, peaceful. Above it, floating like shadows, were hundreds of black, sharp-edged ships, still, waiting. Asterisk. Collapse of the high voices. The Travax Dominion had ruled 5-star systems for over 900 years. Their species had 3 hearts, sharp golden skin, and a voice so loud it could crack glass. They were proud, ruthless, and feared. They were also the loudest in mocking Earth. Their leader, High Voice Rathan, once said in open council, "Earth's value is only to make the rest of us feel superior." That voice was now silent. Day 1, the Fade, the Travax homeworld, Dominion Prime, woke to a strange event. Their sun dimmed. Not in reality, but in every sensor system across the planet. Satellites showed total darkness, even though the sun was shining. Confused, they rebooted everything. Nothing worked, got no messages, no trade signals. No council comes. They were cut off. Day 2, the quiet storm their warships couldn't lift from the ground. Navigation systems went dead. Energy cores drained without. Reason. 1 military base tried launching a manual rocket. It exploded in midair. All screens across the planet flickered with the same phrase. You spoke loudest. Now listen. Panic spread fast. People ran. Soldiers demanded answers. But there was only silence. At the Galactic Council, Senator Grox slammed the table. Travax systems are down. Why won't Earth stop? Counselor Vera replied, her voice low, because they're not doing this out of anger. They're doing it with purpose. Ambassador Kellen Voss arrived again. He didn't speak at first. He just placed an old council vote report on the table. It was a record from years ago when Earth's request to join the water treaty was denied. The Travax Dominion had voted against them. Then Kellen spoke. You denied us water. Now we deny you light. Meanwhile, alien citizens speak across the galaxy. Alien civilians watched. They weren't cheering. They weren't angry. They were afraid, but also curious. For the first time, they saw that Earth was not just a small blue planet. It was something else. Something different. Aliens on neutral planets began asking questions. Why did the Council mock Earth? What else are they hiding? Is Earth really the villain? Or just the mirror? Inside Earth Command, the general looked at new data. 8 more neutral worlds had stopped sending resources to the Council. They weren't helping Earth. But they weren't helping the old powers either. Fear is shifting, said AI Vanta. The galaxy is watching. The general nodded. Let them. Then he activated the next step of Project Silence. Transmission. Leak Alien Underground Channel A secret video began circulating among civilians. It showed Earth's past, wars, struggles, starvation, Council rejection. But then it showed something else. The rise of Earth's first AI. The building of the hidden fleets. The day they stopped talking, the message ended with 5 words. You laughed. Now we listen. When Earth spoke, the silence had lasted for weeks. Galactic networks were filled with questions. Fear spread faster than truth. Entire systems had turned quiet. The once powerful council members now whispered instead of shouted. Then Earth broke the silence. A single message was broadcast across every frequency in the galaxy military. Civilian, encrypted, even ancient tech no longer. Used. No music. No threats. Just the calm voice of Ambassador Kellen Voss. We are not here to rule. We are not here for revenge. We are here to remind you what you tried to erase. The screen showed images of Earth's history. Starvation. Floods. Fires. Rejected pleas to the Galactic Council. Mockery from Travax. Laughter from Ziarkol. Tears of human children left to die. Then silence. Then came the new images. The hidden cities beneath Earth's oceans. The shadow fleets built inside hollow moons. The black cubes orbiting Council. Worlds. The AI that needed no rest. And one sentence burned across every screen. Earth remembers. Do you? A council reacts inside the chamber. No one spoke. Even Senator Grox, who once mocked humans openly, stood frozen. Counselor Vera whispered, "They waited this long just to show us this?" Ambassador Voss entered. No guards, no escort. Placed a simple Earth flag on the center table right, where Earth's seat had been refused for decades. "I came back," he said, "not to speak, but to offer balance." Zerkal hissed, "You attacked our systems. You ruined our fleets." Voss looked at him, calm, cold. "We didn't attack. We disconnected you from your pride. Alien civilizations react in the outer systems. Strange things began happening. Aliens painted Earth's flag on walls. Some replaced their own banners with black and silver Earth crests. On neutral planets, humans were welcomed for the first time without insult. Children played games where Earth was the hero. For the first time, the galaxy stopped calling Earth primitive. They now called it the planet of memory. At Earth Command, one final move, the AI Vanta, completed its final task. All warships returned to shadow status. All hacked systems were unlocked without damage. Earth's message was clear. They could destroy, but they chose not to, because Earth didn't want war. Earth wanted respect. The Council's vote, a final vote, was cast, not on Earth's membership, but on restructuring the Council itself, to allow equal voices, to prevent old powers from silencing new ones, to ensure no planet would be mocked again. The vote passed with one voice missing. Travax's systems were still silent. Asterisk. The silent chamber, the Galactic Council Hall, looked different now. The tall banners of the oldest empires had been removed. The golden chair of the Travax Dominion stood empty. The Council's emblem, once surrounded by 12 rings, now had a 13th painted. In black and silver, at the center of the Great Hall, stood Earth's new seat. It was not high. It was not golden. It was made of black steel. Simple, cold, strong. And it was now the most feared seat in the galaxy. Kellen. Voss arrives. Ambassador Kellen Voss entered the silent chamber. Every eye followed him. No one mocked him now. No one interrupted. The aliens who once laughed now lowered their heads. He didn't bow. He didn't smile. He simply sat down in Earth's chair. And with that, the room changed forever. A message to the galaxy, a final broadcast, was sent out from Earth. This time, not just a warning. It was a lesson. We asked for peace and were laughed at. We asked for a seat and were ignored. So we gave the galaxy what it gave us: silence. Silence is not weakness. Silence is focus. Silence is preparation. Now that we are heard, we will speak. Carefully. Aliens reflect on distant planets. Alien children learned about Earth in school, not as the weak species who once begged, but as the ones who rewrote power without a war. On a desert moon, a young alien whispered to her father, "Why were they so quiet before?" The father answered, "Because they were listening to us laugh." Inside the silent chamber, the Council was reborn. Earth now had a voice, not the loudest, not the proudest, but the one everyone listened to, because Earth had proven something terrifying. They could speak without words. They could win without war. They could rise without asking. Final scene. The Shadow Fleet far beyond known space. Earth's Shadow Fleet remained hidden, still active, still watching, but it no longer moved with anger. It moved with purpose, just in case the galaxy forgot. Again, asterisk.